And behind the plate, it'll be Lee. We saw this North Carolina team the other night. They would lose their game in the first round. They lost to Virginia 3-0. Then they played Arkansas and beat them the other night 21-1 in a game that probably should have ended in the third inning, but they were getting to the 12th man in the order when the young man stole a base and was cut down going to third, so they had to play the fourth inning. So it was a tough night for Arkansas, but North Carolina won that 21-1. They now face Georgia. This is a loser-out game. Again, this is from the losers bracket side of the World Series. So Damon Polite will come to the plate first, bat from the right side for Georgia. Their Albany American team. And we get first pitch underway. And it is a bunt, and it'll go foul to start things off. And the count will go 0-1. I'm Chuck Sebastian for JockJive.com. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Don't forget we have 2 games going on tonight, 5:30 or 5:45 here, and then 8 p.m. Tries to lay down another bunt, and that one will go foul as well. So now Damon will have to swing away here with an 0-2 count on him. Sunshine 91 was the current temp when we came in to start the ball game with a feels-like temperature of 96. So it is definitely a warm one to start tonight's contest. Swing and a miss, struck out. And it'll be the first out of the inning. Cameron Hopkins will come to the plate, a left-hander. He's tonight's pitcher for Georgia. Ethan Hedgepath didn't last too long the other night. He threw a couple of innings, and then they took him out of the game. They really didn't need to have him in there very long because they were winning big time. On the outside corner, called for a strike, and it's quickly 0-1. Again, our 8 o'clock game coming up tonight will be from the winner's bracket side. It'll be South Carolina and Mississippi, and that South Carolina team, a lot of fun to watch. Fouled off. In 6 innings of work, they've given up just 2 runs. They've scored 49. They have 19 home runs going into tonight's contest. The record for World Series week is 21, so they're just 2 away from getting that record in just 3 games. That pitch just a bit outside for a ball. Hedgepath, I believe he threw 2 or 3 innings the other night against Arkansas. They might have pulled him after 2. Swung on, foul tipped, and into the glove. And it's quickly 2 down. Here's Denver Bryant. She's the shortstop today. She's the girl that won the home run derby here for the World Series. Batting from the right side, she's a shortstop. Swing and a miss, an inside pitch. One of the few girls that are here for this tournament. On the corner for a strike, and boy, Ethan really has the strike working tonight. Struggled a little bit last night, but he has got it going here tonight. Swing and a curveball struck her out, and he strikes out the side 1-2-3 to start the top of the first. King, Wiggins, and Calcutt coming to the plate next right here on JockJive.com. So welcome back, everybody, as we get set for the bottom of the first inning. It'll be King, Wiggins, and Calcutt coming to the plate. Hedgepath will bat fourth. If the first three, one of them can get on base, they will face Cameron Hopkins on the mound, a right-hander. Let's go around the outfield. Ingram in left, Buchanan in center, James in right. Hayes at third, as we mentioned, Denver Bryant at short. Lott is at second. Dowell is at first. Behind the plate is Damon Polite. So that is your starters in the field right now for the Georgia team. A no score here yet, is North Carolina getting their first opportunity to come to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning. Striking out the side was Hedgepeth for North Carolina. So Georgia not able to touch him yet. Here's Payson King, a right-hander. And the first pitch will be a strike. Outside, 1-1. Polite trying to pull that one in and see if he could get the umpire to call that. Not going to happen. That was way out there. But he framed it and yanked it. Swing and a miss there. I'll give you the shout-out number here in just a moment that you can text in your shout-outs to a team or player who tries a slow breaker. Didn't get it. 2-2. And again, it'll be text message only. Swing and a miss. You got him on that one. So both sides right now, a pitching duel has started here as Cameron Hopkins gets his first strikeout of the game. Now he'll face Dawson Wiggins, the third baseman. The number to text to and do a shout out tonight to a team or player is 865-209-9887. That's 865-209-9887. So if you'd like, you can text me and give a shout out to your team or your player or whatever the case may be from family members or so forth. Let me know where you're listening at tonight as well. So 865-209-9887 if you want to do the shout outs tonight. On the outside for a ball, and the count to go 1-1. One ball, one strike to Wiggins. Time is called by the hitter. Dawson steps back in, and Cameron will go back to the hill. Away and low, 2-1. Tomorrow we'll start at 3:30. We'll have games at 3:30 and 5:45 from the loser bracket. Then the 8 o'clock game from the winner's side. And then Wednesday we'll go twice, 5:45 and 8. And then we'll get to the semifinals and championship game on Thursday. First game will be at 11 a.m. and then the championship game at 6 p.m. Count is now 2-1. Yeah, we get a timeout. And Wiggins going to go down and chat with his coach down there at third. North Carolina at the plate with one out. Nobody has scored yet. First four batters, first three for Georgia and the first one for North Carolina have all struck out or been struck out. Outside corner missed, 3-1. Three balls, one strike. Curveball, right off the glove of the first baseman, and it'll go into right field. So Dowell had it in the glove and lost it on a hard ground shot. That'll be an error on the first baseman, and Wiggins will go down to first. Cameron Calcutt will come to the plate now with a runner at first. First pitch away. And again, 2-0. Giving a shout out tonight to cousin Caden Wilson. This is from his cousin Logan Fairclough. So the shout out going out to Caden Wilson tonight for North Carolina. Swing and a miss there on an outside pitch. Again, 865-209-9887 is the shout out number. We'll give the shout out over the air here. 2-1, one out. Way outside, and it'll go 31. Shout out to Denver and all the Georgia players from Hogansville, Georgia. Go Georgia. I got it. A North Carolina team.
Now up your pitcher, number 5.
Ball given up.
Hedgepeth.
It is now first and second with one out. And here's Ethan Hedgepeth, the pitcher of record right now for North Carolina. Shout out to Caden Wilson again, going from Aunt Daphne Barbara. And a shout out to Jordan Buchanan for Team Georgia from Auntie Tanya, Mimi, Tyson, and Winter. We love you. Good job, boys. Here's Hedgepeth for North Carolina. First pitch is outside for a ball. Cameron Hopkins really kind of aiming, it looks like right now. 2-0 instead of trying to Again, folks, you cannot call that number. You can only text that number, please. Swinging a foul ball, 2-1. So if you're trying to call that number, it will not answer. You can only text it. This one swung on high into left field, backing up, and now coming over to the side, over to the foul line, and making the catch is going to be Ingram. Ball looked like it was drifting at first. The wind is blowing in from left field, so the ball may not travel as well tonight. So the fly out to Ingram, and it's 2 down, and here's Jackson Lee now, the catcher for North Carolina, at the plate from the right side with 2 runners aboard. Takes a pitch low, ball 1. Swung on, slapped into right, and dropped it in right field. And the first 2 runs, now they're going to hold them up. They get the ball in quickly to home plate. So Calcutt will dive back into the bag, but it'll be an error on James in right field on the fly ball, trying to make the catch. Does not. Wiggins will score. Calcutt goes down to third. And it's first and third for North Carolina and a 1-0 lead. Here's Sam Capps, the second baseman. Outside and low. Outside for a ball. And the count is 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Time is called. And a walk going to be given up. So on a 3-0, he goes outside again, and now he's loaded the bases for Johnson. So there's a timeout and a conference on the mound. Bases are loaded. We've got our first trip to the mound from the Georgia coach. Talking to Cameron Hopkins, who's thrown 25 pitches already in this first inning of work. Finds himself down 1-0 with bases loaded and 2 outs. He'll face Johnson now. Spencer, the left fielder today for North Carolina. Swings at the first one. He got jammed on the handle to the right fielder. This time, James will hold on to make the catch and end the threat. So they get out of the inning with just 1 run. And due up for Georgia, it's going to be Buchanan, Hayes, and Lott. North Carolina scores 1 run on no hits, 2 errors. After 1, they lead it 1-0.
Receive scores, view brackets, team info, and mobile app. Download today from Apple App Store. Go to dybws.org for more information. Absolutely Glass, one of our proud sponsors of the Big East World Series. Give them a call at 951-7200, voted best electric class 4 years in a row.
So we get set to go here, top of the second inning. As we get set here, and Georgia will come back to the plate. It'll be Buchanan, Hayes, and Lott. We get a shout out to Cade Wilson from Uncle Bud, and a shout out to the North Carolina team. And for North Carolina, Wilson goes out to 10, and Best will go out to left for North Carolina. The left-hander Buchanan at the plate. This is Jordan Buchanan to face Hedgepeth on the mound. Ethan with 3 strikeouts to start the game. Turn, lays down a bunt. It goes right back to the mound, though. A little too quick on that bunt. And it's 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting number 14, Keyshawn Hayes.
And now it'll be Keyshawn Hayes to the plate, third baseman today. And a shout out to Jordan from Mom, Terrence, and your sister and brother. So Jordan getting a shout out there. Lays down the bunt, unfortunately, right back to the mound. 0-1. That pitch in the dirt. So 1-1 now to Hayes, who's at the plate for North Carolina. Ethan Hedgepeth went 2 innings yesterday against Arkansas. Swing and a miss. Hayes now with a 1-2 count. Like I said, he didn't have it like he's got it tonight. He's got his stuff tonight. There's a ground ball off the handle to second. Picked up there by Caps to throw to first. And the out, number 2, recorded.
And number 6, John Michael Best in left field.
This will bring up Gregory Lott, the second baseman.
Number 6, Greg Lott.
Gregory Lott for Georgia. They lost their first game to Mississippi 8-5. Won their second game over Alabama 8-5. Takes a strike on the corner. And it's quickly 0-1. That one's going to be outside. Sail back to the fence and 1-1. Again, you must win this game if you want to play on. If you lose, your time here in Lexington is over. Swung on, foul tipped into the glove. 1-2. Swung on again and fouled off. Ethan wanted to get him on a low fastball and didn't get it by him. Gregory does a nice job of staying in the box and staying tight and able to get the hands around on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. And he overthrow that pitch, 2-2.
Where's he go, George? Right here.
2-2. Foul back to the screen, and he still hangs in there. So Lott right now giving Hedgepeth a little bit of trouble. Hedgepeth can't get it by him, and Lott able to foul it off and stay in the batter's box. 2-2, and we'll do it again. Curveball. That time he got him. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. No runs, no hits, no errors. Due up for done. North Carolina will be Wilson, Cooper, and West when we return.
Thanks to Comporium Communications, making life easier. Comporium is our provider for all of our communication needs here at the 2015 World Series. Piggy Park, preparing wood-fired barbecue since 1939, currently serving in the food vendor area here at the World Series. Be sure you do visit our food vendors who are great supporters of Dixie baseball. We have Piggy Park Barbecue, Buddy's Saucy Dogs, Cold Stone Creamery, Snow Cones and Hawaiian Ice, Meat Pizza, and Mission Market Catering.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set bottom of the second.
That's it? Thank you. Yes. Number 2 to the left. For Georgia, that's it.
Now in the game for Georgia, number 2, Jabarton Buchanan in left field.
Jabarton Buchanan now goes out to left field for Georgia. Coming to the plate will be Wilson for North Carolina. Bat from the left side. 1-0 lead, North Carolina over Georgia here. Bottom of 2. Hopkins back to the hill. 26 pitches before able to get out of the inning. Couple of errors by his defense, though, didn't help him. First pitch outside and away from Wilson. Shout out to Payson King tonight from Daphne and Renee and the Clinton Medical Clinic. Go North Carolina. Which is going to be called a strike. Just gets it down and in. 1-1. Sun again in behind the clouds for a moment. This one swung on, popped into left field, coming hard left fielder, not going to get there, bounces in front of Buchanan, who just got into the game. It'll be a base hit for Caden Wilson.
Batting number 3, Jonathan Cooper, center field.
Here's Cooper, the center fielder, now to the plate. Nobody out. Bats from the right side. Change up to start him, and Hopkins can't get it to drop. Fouled off, back to the screen. A 1-1 count. Shout out going out to John Michael Best from his dad and the entire Dunn team. Play hard. In dirt. 2-1. That one also coming off the back fence. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes to Jonathan Cooper. And he got hit. So he'll go down to first. West still batting in the order here. Will get his opportunity. And that's Luke West as the extra hitter. Comes to the plate for the first time tonight from the left side. Outside and away. Flares it foul to the far side. And into the audience over there on the other field. And it's in 1-1 count now to Luke West. Got it inside on the handles. Flares it foul again in same area that he hit the last one. Over off of the third base fence area. And a fan over there grabs it quickly and gets that ball back in. And the count now goes 0-2. John Michael Best in the on-deck circle, of course, getting a shout out from his dad, and the entire Dunn team also getting a shout out. Wants them to play hard tonight. Here's the 1-2 pitch again. Hopkins delivers, and whatever he was throwing there, it didn't work for him. It's 2-2 as he sent it outside. Cooper's still down at first, hasn't left the bag yet. He's got Wilson in front of him down at second. Both runners are staying put. Swung on off the handle, this into left field. Cannon comes in to make the catch. No runners will advance, even though the throw is over the second baseman's head, coming in from Buchanan.
Now batting number 6, John Michael Best.
So John Michael Best will come to the plate now with 2 runners aboard. Ball 1. Outside again. 2-0. curveball. 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Got the corner there and a good take pitch there for Best. 3-1 now. Again, one out. Runners first and second for North Carolina. They lead at 1-0, bottom of 2. Curveball swung on, popped up high in the air into right field. He's going to have to come hard to get there. Makes the catch right around the shoestrings. Good job by James out in right. So the pop fly ball, and he'll make that catch running in hard. And hold the runners both at first and second. Carson Tart, the last extra hitter in the order, the last man in the order for North Carolina. Then we'll go back to just the regular 9 batters. Cameron Hopkins trying to get out of the inning with no damage, with 2 runners aboard, 2 outs. Starts him with the curveball and gets it across for strike 1. Shout out to Caden Wilson from Blake and Logan Faircloth. Love you. Have a great game, by the way. Great hit. Time is called by the coach. And
He'll give you the handshake here in a minute. Maybe.
up top, pair of ones right now on the scoreboard. Ball and a strike. 1-0 lead. Bottom of 2. North Carolina, the home team, with the advantage right now. There's a little blooper to second. Picked up, thrown over to first for the out. And boy, Denver, she does a nice job on that one hopper. So done North Carolina, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Due up for Georgia, James, Dowell, and Ingram. We've completed 2. We're coming back. Top of the 3rd next, right here, JockJive.com.
Southern Sports photo booth is located between Field 7 and 8. Southern Sports, nobody covers 50 like we do. Now in the game for North Carolina, number 12, Carson Tart in left field.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the 3rd inning. Antonio James to the plate. Swings at the first one and fouls it off.
Now batting is number 22.
Out in left field now is
Antonio
Carson Tart. Ethan Hedgepeth on the mound. 22 pitches through the first 2 innings. Swung on again down the right field line, but that will get out of play and go foul. Shout out to Cameron Calcutt and the entire North Carolina team, from Cameron's mom and brother Carson. You know you can do this. 0-2 count. Time is called. And he was trying to quick pitch him. And you got to take a little time. The rule is 12 seconds in between pitches. As they get older, that's what they'll have to face. But swing and a change, and he struck him out. But the batter's also got to know that if a pitcher gets in rhythm like that and starts to throw and starts to go a little quicker and quicker, the object is to take him out of that rhythm. So step out of the box, back away from the batter's box, call time, whatever you got to do, just so he can't continue to get in that rhythm. But once he does, boy, it's tough to stop. What the umpire did there, because he went a little too quick. Swing and a miss from Dow. East with a nice fastball on the outside. Caleb Dow. It's a 1-0 ball game. Could have been bigger. North Carolina had bases loaded. Swing on an inside pitch. May have wanted to change his mind, but too late. He went around 0-2. Up high. Georgia has scored 13 runs and given up 13 runs in their 2 games. They won one game 8-5, lost the other one 8-5. So far, they have not got their offense clicking here. Nice curveball for a strike 3 call.
Now batting number 8, Alex Ingram.
Alex Ingram comes to the plate with 2 down. Hedgebeth now with 6 strikeouts in the ball game. Strike on the first pitch there. Swings at a high, fast one. Chased it. And quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got his 7th strikeout of the game right there. Georgia, no runs, no hits, no errors. Just 10 pitches for Hedgebeth. Bottom of the 3rd coming up when we return. North Carolina will send to the plate King, Wiggins, and Calcutt right here on JockJive.com. 1-0 lead for North Carolina.
Stores here in Lexington for helping support our youth sports program. I'd also like to give them a big thank you for the breakfast yesterday and the desserts.
Getting back to the game here, bottom of 3. And a new pitcher on the mound for Georgia is going to be Buchanan. Jordan.
Now in the game for Georgia on the mound, number 19, Jordan Buchanan.
Hopkins went out to center field. Tolver goes into left field. And Buchanan will come to the mound. Jordan will take over, a left-hander for Georgia. It is the bottom of the 3rd. It is 1-0 right now. North Carolina leads it, and they will send Payson King to the plate.
Correction, number 24, Christian Tolver, is out left.
So to the plate is Payson King. 1-0 lead right now for North Carolina. Bottom of 3. swung on. He ripped it into right field for a base hit. Got a jam on the inside and lined it into right. And Payson King will get himself a single. And North Carolina trying to get something going here again in the bottom of the third inning. Good luck, Jordan Buchanan of Team Georgia. Love Gramacani. And here's Wiggins. First pitch from the left-hander Buchanan, ball one. Another shout out going out to John Michael Best tonight from Granny Batlet in Dunn, North Carolina. You can do this. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Fouled off at the plate on Wiggins. 1-1. One ball, one strike, nobody down. Runner at first for NC. Runner goes as this is going to be a wild pitch. And King going to go down to second. So Dawson Wiggins with an opportunity with a good wrap here to pick up an RBI. And he'll lace this one in to left center field. It'll drop in shallow. That'll give the RBI, like I said. And then on the throw home, sliding in. No, he's going to be safe. The ball's dropped. Catcher didn't realize it. Polite goes back to pick it up. And Wiggins will move himself to third. Good throw. Would have been a close play at the plate.
Now batting number 15, Cameron.
Tolver with a good throw. King is safe. And then Wiggins goes all the way over to third on the drop ball by Polite. So runner at third now, 2-0 lead North Carolina. First pitch to Calcutt inside for the strike. Tolver made a great throw home. Damon had an opportunity, but he dropped the ball when it hit the glove and he got kicked. Maybe have got kicked out of there by the slide. Then he didn't know where it was to locate it. By the time he did, Wiggins is moving to third. Count is now 1-1 to Cameron. This one hit deep. That ball's out of here. No doubt about it. That one will go almost to the other fence. Cameron Calcutt just jacks the two-run shot over the left field wall. And that went out quickly. And North Carolina has just now increased their lead to 4-0. Shout out to Payson King from Daphne and Renee. And a good hit to Petron and slide in number 9. So King doing his job of getting home. Slid in, maybe knocked the ball out. The next ball got knocked out by the bat of Calcutt. And it's now 4-0 North Carolina and Georgia. Their coach is out on the hill talking to his players right now. Not a whole lot you can do about that. Buchanan gave him a good fastball, and Cameron just turned on it and sent it over the left field wall. We have seen a lot of home run balls going out on this field in the last 2.5 days of play so far. And it looks like maybe we are going to get a pitching change. And coming to the mound now is going to be Keyshawn Hayes, a right-hander. So Hayes is going to go to the mound and take over for Buchanan. Hayes taking the warm-up tosses, and that's what it looks like is going to happen. And it looks like maybe Bryant is going to come in and catch now. And Polite is going to remove the gear, and she's going to put on the gear to catch. So I think that's what's going on there. So we're trying to watch these players moving around the field. They haven't got the official call yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Denver Bryant, she's going to catch for Hayes. We'll see if Polite goes to short or not and where Buchanan is going to go. It is a 4-0 lead right now with Ethan Hedgepeth coming to the plate. He is the pitcher of record today. He's got 7 strikeouts already for North Carolina. And now his team has him a 4-0 lead. So we're waiting for that. Don't forget tonight, 8 o'clock, South Carolina, Mississippi, right after this game. Should be a good one. South Carolina team has hit 19 home runs. Oh, wait a minute. It is, yeah. So Polite went out there. We'll see where he goes. They just got one of the bench players warming up the pitcher, Hayes, right now. Anyway, the South Carolina team has scored 49 runs, given up just 2, have hit 19 home runs. So, (24-19). So Buchanan goes out to center.
And
Hopkins
for
comes
Georgia
into
on the
short.
mound, number 14, Keyshawn Hayes.
Let's see who's at third there. So Hopkins came into play short. Buchanan went back out to center. Tolver's out in left. Denver went in behind the plate. She's now the catcher for Hayes, who comes in high with the first pitch and tight ball 1 to Ethan. Right on the corner, good frame for a called strike. So Denver must be a pretty good all-around player. You don't see too many shortstops going in behind the plate. And a girl, for that matter, as well. Not that the girls can't play. She showed everybody in the home run derby. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball, framed that, held on, didn't get the call. 3-1. Yeah, you can tell she can frame. She knows what she's doing. Pulled that one down, didn't hang on. It'll be ball 4 and a walk given up by Hayes, his first batter that he faces. Here's Jackson Lee now.
Now up, number 14, Jackson Lee.
Caps to the on-deck circle. So with a runner at first, still nobody down here in the bottom of the third, and a 4-0 lead for North Carolina. George, his coach, taking no chances. Got to get a pitcher on there and get some outs. And right now, Hayes, though, struggling to find the strike zone. 1-0 count to Lee. Fastball over the top on the corner. Didn't get that. 2-0. There's a good one. Strike called. Snap throw down to first. Wow, and a good one. Runner back in time. Ho, ho, ho. Swung on, popped straight up in the infield. Second baseman call. Now the shortstop called for it, dropped it, ball bobbled on the ground. The pitcher will go over and pick up the ball and try to lay down the tag. As the runner had to wait before he could leave. That was Hedgepeth, and he'll get tagged out, but it's an error on the shortstop on the fly ball. But Hedgepeth is out as the pitcher,
Now batting, number 2,
Hayes, was able to pick up that ball and put the tag on it. So now he's got to remove a article of clothing or maybe something jewelry-like. He'll go back to the mound. Hayes able to pick up the ball that Hopkins drops there at short. It gets bobbled. On the corner, fakes the throw down. Denver Bryant, definitely. She is a ball player, man. She has got skills behind the plate, and she has also got skills at short. That one she dropped, lost it. Runner will go down to second. That'll be Lee on a pass ball. Count will go 2-0. It was a low pitch. She had it in the glove, but then lost it. Spun out on her. Sam Capps is at the plate from the right side. Three and 0, and yeah, that's one thing as a former catcher for 15 years. You don't turn around on an umpire. It doesn't help you. And ball 4. I mean, you turn around and he's going to tell you where that pitch was, and he's not going to change his call. And I think she asked where was it or something of that nature, but not up to her to do that. So Johnson comes to the plate, the littlest guy in the lineup here. He's got runners at first and second with 1 ball count. Way outside. Good snag and held on to. So Hayes right now having trouble finding that strike zone. He's got 2 runners aboard here. 1 out in the inning. Johnson will step out. Coach telling him, hey, wait. Got to give you the signal here. Youngster steps back into the box. Up top, a little too high. The count will go 3-0. And Denver going to go out and chat with Hayes now and try to tell him the zone that this umpire's got and how he's going to have to adjust and work in it. So Spencer Johnson with a 3-0 count, most likely taking this pitch here. Runners at first and second and 1 out. North Carolina leads at 4-0, bottom of 3. And he walked him. So he's loaded the bases now.
That'll bring up number 10, Hayden Wilson.
Now Hayden Wilson comes to the plate, the right fielder, batting from the left side with bases loaded. And he gets hit in the back on the first pitch, and man, took a nasty fastball. And it is now a 5-0 lead. Hayes has come on and thrown 18 pitches and hasn't been able to get anything but a lucky bounce on a fly ball to tag a runner out. He goes over to shake the young man's hand and apologizes for hitting him. Good sportsmanship there by Hayes. I mean, nobody intends to hit a batter. It was a pitch that got away from him. And the last man in the order here will be Cooper, the center fielder, and he'll come to the plate with bases loaded. And it's a 5-0 lead now for North Carolina here in bottom of 3. Still bases loaded and only 1 out. And they're going to ask for a new baseball. First pitch is up high, ball 1. One thing about this North Carolina lineup, the last few guys in the bottom of the order here are pretty small, so a very small strike zone to work with for Hayes. Comes lower, but too low, and goes 2-0. 5-0 now, North Carolina on top here in the bottom of the 3rd. This is a loser out game. Up high, 3-0. And I don't know how long the Georgia coach, here he comes. I figured he was coming sooner or later. And the problem you have here is these 2 guys, the last couple of guys that he has faced are very small in stature for North Carolina. .410 Spencer Johnson. Wilson is .410 as well.
Listen, I'm telling you.
And Jonathan Cooper is 4'9". So the last three batters, 4'10", 4'10", and 4'9". And when you put that at the plate, that's a really small and a very tight strike zone to try to get. And that is what Hayes has to work with. So the conference is over, and Denver Bryant was out there trying to explain, here's what your problem is on the mound. He was trying to explain it to Hayes and the coach. I mean, she's got the umpire over her shoulder. She knows what he's calling, and so far Hayes has been unable to hit it. Now, he didn't even check to make sure his center fielder was ready to go. The umpire called time for him to let the center fielder get back in play. He wanted to hurry and throw that strike on the inside corner, and it's called. And it's the first one, 3-1. Bases loaded for Cooper. Inside, he got him to swing. The wild pitch is pass ball is actually what's going to be recorded there. I thought he got a piece of it, but he swung and missed. Ball gets by the catcher, Bryant, and Caps will come home. Johnson moves down to third. And Wilson goes down to second. So now it's second and third. 3-2 count. Outside corner. Oh, he tried to show up the umpire. Jonathan Cooper will get rung up as he was headed for first. And the umpire says, no, son, that's strike three, and it's on the corner. It's 2 down. Here's Payson King back to the plate. First pitch, low and inside,
now
ball one.
Number 9, Payson King.
Payson 1 for 2 tonight at the plate. He's got runners at second and third, a 6-0 lead. There's a strike called as he changed it a little bit. Keyshawn Hayes really trying to crank that fastball, but it hasn't worked for him. He's overthrowing. There's one that comes in. Nicely done there. A little bit of a bender there, 1-2 to King. 1 ball, 2 strikes. North Carolina has taken the lead, though, here 6-0 in the bottom of the third. Nice frame there. Didn't get the call. 2-2. Probably just a little bit high. You could see the glove come up and then Trump quickly come back down. Curveball. Wow, what a pitch. Called third strike, and that'll end the inning. But North Carolina will pick up 5 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors by the Georgia team. Due up Buchanan, Moody, and Tolver going to the top of the 4th inning next. North Carolina leads at 6-0 on JockJive.com.
TNT Sports, our proud sponsor.
North Carolina leads this one by a score of 6-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. Hedgepeth will go back to work. Johnson is out in left. Cooper's in center. Wilson in right. Those are your outfielders right now for North Carolina.
Leading off, number 2, Jabarton Buchanan.
And Jabarton Buchanan will start things off here for Georgia. The bottom of the 12 men to have to bat, and he is the 10th man to the plate. Swing and foul tipped it. right in the glove of the catcher, and it's 0-1. So Jabarton with an 0-1 count. Moody and then Tolver. And then they will have completed their lineup of 12. And they will go back to 9. 1-1. Up high, 2-1. Wiggins in on the grass here at third, really in tight. Swing and a miss. And the count will go 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Buchanan from Hedgepeth. And that one low, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, nice pitch. And called third as Buchanan watched it go by.
That'll bring up number 1, Isaac Moody.
No, not yet. Isaac Moody, check swing, but called for a strike. Swing and a late swing there, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and it's quickly 2 strikeouts for Hedgepeth. That'll
Now
give him
batting,
9.
Number 24, Kristen Tolver.
Walking right through the Georgia order.
This is number 12, son.
Yes. First pitch, strike. Christian Tolver at the plate, 0-1. 0-2 now, swing and a miss there. Swung on, off the handle, popped up into the infield. Cap's moving over, makes the catch for the third out. A quick inning, 1, 2, 3. We've completed 3.5. And right now, North Carolina leads 6-0. It'll be Wiggins, Calcutt, and Hedgepeth when we come back here on JockJive.com.
Palmetto Health Children's
Welcome back, bottom of the 4th inning, and Dawson Wiggins will come to the plate from the right side against Hayes. Struggled a little bit on the mound. They brought him in the last inning trying to shut down this North Carolina offense. They have got 6 runs on the scoreboard, and the first pitch bounced past the second baseman into center field for a base hit.
Number 8, Dawson Wiggins. Now batting, number 15, Cameron Calcutt.
So the Georgia infield now is Lott at third, Hopkins is at short, and Polite is at second. Moody is now at first. First pitch is inside to Calcutt, ball one. Calcutt last time up sent it over the left field wall for a 2-run jack to give the North Carolina scoreboard even more. Takes a fastball on the corner, called for a strike, and it's 1-1. 6-0 lead. We get into the latter part of this game. Up high, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Whoa, almost hit him. Snap throw back to first from Denver. Runner, though, back in time, Wiggins. 3 now, and 1. On the corner, started to go, and the ump said nope. That's a called strike, 3-2. Now you can go. Ball 4. And runners at first and second for Ethan Hedgepeth, who's 0 for 1 tonight.
Number 5, Ethan Hedgepeth.
He has done a nice job on the mound this evening. He's kept the Georgia team quiet. For a team that scored 13 runs in their first 2 games, unable to produce anything tonight. Checked, held, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Boy, he chased a high one there. 1-1. Two one. They thought Wiggins was going to go. He does not. Fouled off. And the count will go 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ethan. Sean Hayes on the hill. This will be his 41st pitch. So far only just the 1 inning of work. Here's the 2nd inning. Oh, and he goes high again and got Hedgepeth to chase. So he gets the strikeout there, first out of the inning.
That brings up number 14, Jackson Lee.
Jackson Lee, the catcher tonight for North Carolina, to the plate. Caps will come to the on-deck circle. Lee with 2 runners aboard. Takes a strike on the first pitch. Nice wind blowing in from center field tonight. Hard ground ball. It's going to get past. No, knocked down by the shortstop. Got a glove on it. Run's going to come home. They're going to throw home. Now Denver will pick it up and hold on, and the 2 runners will advance 60 more feet. Probably should not have thrown that ball home. Kept your runners at first and second. Now they're at second and third because of that.
Now up, number 2,
Wiggins
Sam
scores. Calcutt goes down to third on the throw. And Lee does the same thing. 7-0. On the corner to Caps for a strike. So North Carolina has now broken this one open big time in the bottom of the 4th inning with their 7th run, threatening with 2 more on the bases. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Caps. Got Hedgepeth to strike out on the high fastball. See what he does here with the 0-2 count. Comes inside on the corner and strike 3 called. It's only 2 outs as Hayes was trying to run to the dugout. Got to get 3. You got to get 3.
Now batting 44, Spencer Johnson.
A little excited, but you got to get 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Those are the 2 outs so far. Now here's Spencer to the plate again. And it'll be a ball. Remember, the bottom 3 in this lineup, 4-10, 4-10, 4-9. So that strike zone just got smaller for Hayes. Two and 0. Swung on, fouled off. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs. Outside 3-1. First base is open. And down to first he will go. That'll bring up Wilson now.
Caden Wilson.
Caden is 1 for 1 tonight. Base is loaded here for North Carolina. Got a piece, fouled it off. 7-0 lead right now in the bottom of 4. Two outs. Way out. 1-1. Fouled off. Denver took that one pretty hard as that came off the bat. She is down at the plate. They'll check on her. We got time out here at the ball field. While they check on her, we'll be back. And she seems to be okay. We'll get back to play. Swung on, fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Swing and a miss, and he got his 3rd strikeout on the inning. And he gets out of the jam, but they do pick up a run on the 2 hits. They strand 3. Going to the top of the 5th inning next, Georgia will come to the plate, and they will start with Damon Polite first, followed by Hopkins and then Bryant when we come back.
After 4, North Carolina leads 7.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set here for the top of the 5th
Now
inning.
number 42, Damon Polite.
Damon Polite now at second base will come to the plate for Georgia. Hedgepeth. First pitch, ground ball. It'll go foul as he tried to bunt it. And Ethan let it roll to the chalk. And it was a good thing it did roll foul because Damon was probably going to beat that out. So 0-1 count to Polite. On the corner, just missed, 1-1. 7-0 lead here in the top of 5. Georgia with 6 outs to work with now as he fouls that pitch off, and it's 1-2. There's a slow roller on a 2-hopper to short, picked up, fired in for the out. King with a nice throw from shortstop.
That brings up number 3, Cameron Hopkins.
Hopkins, the shortstop, will come to the plate now. Bat from the left side with 1 out is now Georgia down to their final 5. Starts him with a curveball called for a strike. 0-1. In the dirt, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Whoa, line shot going to go fair down the third base line, and that was ripped past the third baseman's glove. Wiggins stuck the glove out, but that ball just had a seeing eye of its own, and down the line it goes for a double on a line shot. There's Denver Bryant now. She'll come to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And a ball low. Swing and a miss, boy.
He's from Tennessee. I don't know. You don't even know where Tennessee's like. No, we don't have any. That's not it. That's not it.
Oh, skipping one up to the plate there and over the catcher's head.
Where the coach sign is, or straight ahead out? By the coach sign. By the coach sign. Okay. No,
Mississippi's got the Confederate part on it.
Swung on, fouled off, 2-2. 2-2 to Denver Bryant. She's trying to get that first run across for Georgia. 7-0, North Carolina leads it. Swing and a miss. She chased, didn't like it. But a big out there for Hedgepeth. That'll be his 10th strikeout tonight. So he is in the double digits in Ks. This is Jordan Buchanan, the left-hander at the plate. Strike 1. Outside there, 1-1. Runner at third is Hopkins with 2 outs. Georgia has yet to play a run. Hedgepeth trying to get the third out here and get out of the inning with that run standing at third. And he'll work fastball outside, 2-1. Strike called right there. Nice pitch, 2-2. Swung on, fouled off into the other field. Swing and a miss. Got his 11th strikeout of the ball game. And he shuts Georgia down with a man at third on the one hit. Due up for North Carolina, Cooper, King, Wiggins. When we return, it'll be the bottom of the fifth inning next on JockJive.com. Jonathan Cooper leading things off here for North Carolina. It'll be the bottom of the order, then back to the top. And Cooper 0 for 1 today. Hayes was brought on back a couple innings ago. He's completed 2 innings of work, 56 pitches. Here he is, his third inning of work. Here it'll be the bottom of the fifth. Georgia will have to shut it down quickly here and then somehow come up with the runs needed to keep the game going. They find themselves in the hole 7-0. And if the score holds, Georgia will be done with the tournament. North Carolina would move on. And they will wait the winner of Florida Lexington, which is being played across the diamond. So here's Cooper. Swings at the first one, pops it up into right. James moving over, makes the catch. 1 up, 1 away. Here's King, pacing back to the plate tonight, 1 for 3. Off high, ball 1. Shout out going out to the North Carolina team, saying you make us proud. 1-0 now, 1-1. Two and one.
Batting is number 9, Payson King.
Swung on, fouled out of play. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to King. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Quickly, 2 outs. And here's Wiggins. So Dawson Wiggins now to the plate with 2 outs. Hayes delivers the first pitch. Hit deep right field. See ya. That ball gone. Wiggins will crank one out. Solo shot there. And it is now 8-0. Cameron Calcutt will come to the plate. Cameron's already got a home run tonight, but he had somebody on. Wiggins gets a solo shot. North Carolina goes up 8-0.
Now batting is number 15, Cameron Calcutt.
Which is low. It's now 2-0. That's because this is AAA. These are AAAs, not majors. Two balls and a strike. Hit high in the air and out of play down the right side. 2-2. Hayes trying to get the third out here. We'll see if North Carolina comes back with Ethan on the mound or not for the sixth inning. Up top, and he'll go down to first. That should only be 3-2, right?
Now batting number 5, Ethan Hedgepeth.
I had 2-2, but maybe not, so. So here's Hedgepeth, who may go back to the mound for the sixth, or we'll see. He's at the plate right now, takes a strike. Swing and a miss. Chasing those high, fast ones. Struck out last time he was at the plate. Fouls it off, stays in there battling. 0-2 right now. Swung on, fouled off again. South Carolina, Mississippi will be our next game coming up here a little after 8, right around 8. Swing and a miss, and strikes out again. Georgia will get an opportunity here.
After
Hayes,
5,
Lott, and James.
North Carolina leads 8-0.
So we get back here to the top of the sixth inning. This will be it for Georgia. They've got a plate 8 to play on, and Ethan Hedgepeth is going to come back to the hill here in the top of the sixth inning. He has got 11 strikeouts tonight and has given up just 1 hit. He'll face Hayes, Lott, and James in the order. First pitch swung on, slapped foul down the right field line.
Now batting is number 14, Keyshawn Hayes.
So the last opportunity here for Georgia. One ball, one strike. Swung on, ground ball to second. Bad hop on Caps. Won't have time to recover.
That'll bring up number 6, Greg Lott.
So runner on. Ooh, behind him, and Lott's got to be careful of that bat. Almost got hit. Throw back over to first, and back in time goes Hayes. Fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs, 1 runner aboard. 8-0 lead, Carolina. And they just need 3 outs to shut this one down, send Georgia home. They will move on. They will face the winner of Florida and Lexington, South Carolina. Outside, 2-1. Catcher waiting for the signs from the coach, taking way too long there. Lott steps out. Inside, tight swing and a miss. 2-2. Strike 3 call. Boy, delay there. I didn't think he was getting it at first. This is a good pitch.
Now
1 out.
Number 22, Antonio James.
Antonio James, the right fielder, coming to the plate now with 1 down. Hayes down at first. Misses on the corner. Ball 1. Florida beat Lexington 9-7, so Florida will get this winner here. One and 0. James at the plate. Swung on, fouled off. So Florida beat Lexington by a score of 9-7. So Florida moves on. Swing and a miss. We saw that Florida team beat Alabama 7-5. That was the 9-inning game. Florida won that on home runs. Boy, that was a great game. So they stay in, swing, and he struck him out. Runner goes on the wild pitch. And the last man coming to the plate is going to be Moody. Isaac Moody. So Ethan Hedgepeth, who started the other night in the game, didn't have his best stuff. Tonight, definitely on it. 13 Ks now. Outside, ball 1.
Anybody know the strikeout record? I got it here. See what the strikeout record is.
And another strike. 1-1. They throw down to second. Back in time goes Hayes. So Florida and North Carolina tomorrow, 3:30. Swing and a miss.
Now batting is 11.
1-2.
We just got 13. Never mind.
2-2. Runner in between the bases. They'll throw to third. Tag on. They got him. Wow. Take the bat out of the batter's hand, and Hayes gets picked off going to third to end the ball game.
Ending the ball game.
So North Carolina wins it by a score of 8-0. They will face Florida right here on this field tomorrow at 3:30. We'll have that game for you right here on JockJive.com. Again, North Carolina wins it by a score of 8-0. Congratulations to the Georgia team. Thanks for coming to the tournament, and thank you, fans, for chiming in tonight with your shout-outs. We'll be back with South Carolina and Mississippi coming up in just a little while.